One of those days we are all thinking about our money and how to hold on to it. So I recently sat down with radio host and financial guru Ray Lucia to find out what parents really need to know when it comes to kids and taxes. So take a look. Well, speaking of our little tax deduction, certified financial planner Ray Lucia is with us today to tell us what every parent needs to know about taxes and their children. So thank you for being here.
Well, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right. So we all know their dependents. What else do we need to know?
Well, their little tax write-offs is what they are, because remember, you start out with a $3,650 tax deduction for every child that you have. So if you're in the 25 or 30% tax bracket, that could be worth maybe $1,000, maybe more, depending on what your taxes are. So the tax credits that you get beyond that are pretty significant. You want to learn about the American Opportunity Credit, the Lifetime Learning Credit, the Hope Credit, all of those. There's dependent care credits, and the big one, of course, is the child tax credit, where we get $1,000 for every child, no limit. You can have 10 kids.
Well, let's not go out of control here. But speaking of dependents, that child care one is a big one because most parents, especially in this community, both parents work.
Yes, and you do have to have both parents that work, Kathleen, and the children have to be under the age of 13. But you can get up to $2,000 or so in credits. Now, it does phase out pretty quickly. So if you're making $110,000, $120,000, you're not going to get much, if at all. But if you're in the $40,000, $50,000 range, you could get a nice, sizable dependent care credit.
Now, are these things that we could miss if we're doing our own taxes?
You really can, unless you're using some of the more sophisticated software. But most of the software will prompt you with questions. So if you have good software, it usually is not going to miss those types of big, obvious ones.
All right. Let's go from taxes to a bit of financial planning. First of all, what does it cost? What is the average cost of raising a child these days?
Well, I see you have two here. You're not going to want to hear this. But according to the Department of Agriculture, and these are a few-year-old numbers, it's about $270,000 to take a child from 0 to age 17.
And this excludes college.
Excludes college. You're going to add another probably $100,000 or more for a private education. So you're looking at $500,000 just for the kids that you have, plus college.
Well, Ray Lucia, as always, we appreciate your expertise, some good advice, and
you bet.
Happy Tax Day. I hope no one's after you.
No, I'm running
You're all
for
good
cover.
with Uncle Sam?
I'm running for cover.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
You bet, thanks.
And unfortunately, I wrote my check just a few short hours ago. Well, you can check out my Anchor Mom blogs. That's all right now on fox5sandiego.com. Look for it under Fox 5 Exclusives, or click on the News tab and you'll find a link. And that is certainly an interview that you can click on the video clip and look at again and again to write down some of those tax credits. I know that I did a little bit more homework after that as well. Well, Sunny.